apparently it's not going to be a fighting game character ditto. Apparently it's going to be Kazuya against Cloud Strife. So we did see that Saosin did have his Cloud Strife against who was it? Let me just go ahead and see. It was Doloria's BIG. He did have his Cloud, but in the end, it was his Kazuya the one who won him. I'm sorry, no, I'm confusing myself. It is Saosin. It was against Wump. He used that against Wump, and it did do some work, but not as much as his Ken did. So as we're seeing right here, of course, it's going to be the swordsman of this super soldier Cloud Strife against Kazuya Mishima, the one with the Devil Gene inside of him, and we're going straight into game number 1. Sir, why don't you kick it off?
Yeah, we're gonna start in the most neutralist of the stages, at least, that we have in this stage list. It's a stage that is standard in size, of course. Oh my god, almost getting the snipe and almost getting it a second time. Marshens is relentless on his barrage of projectiles. Saosin struggling to get something started there and only getting 14% on his opponent. This is going to be extremely complicated moving forward because Marshens will not tolerate any of that nonsense. He's just going straight at the jugular, and he's going at it in a dominant and very destructive fashion.
Of course, and I really like that about the players that have like the FGC within their arsenal, because they always do that. Like in you always see it as well, that they're constantly just trying to see. They don't try to win most of the time. They're just trying to see like what can they break within the mentality of the player. And I just love that, man. I just love that people are like, oh no, I'm not playing to win. I just really like pressing buttons with Kazuya, and then just seeing how people react to how this character is absolutely broken. And I'm an advocate for that. Kazuya isn't broken. Y'all are just bad. And yeah, I really like the fact that Kazuya is just one of those characters that if you invest enough time, he will bring that time invested towards the table.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's just a matter of what breaks can I destroy in my opponent's brains, right? What circuits can I mess with? And every single time, a Kazuya, a Terry, sometimes even Ken as well. Ryu is a bit less oppressive, still insanely good character, but these characters are just absolutely destructive, just like that. Slamming him into the ground and onto the heavens is just ridiculous. Just how much mileage Marshens is getting on this very first stock, whereas Saosin is struggling despite the fact that he got the spike there and he was fishing for it even from the previous stocks. He's just getting it. So this could be a very interesting moment for him to try to bring it back. However, it might be a little too late because Marshens doesn't need much other than one string in order to just bring him from 0 to 100.
Quite so, but I wouldn't say a string right here, because all he needs is just one of those dragon punches in order to get him out of here. Specifically right now, all he needs is just one of those electric wing god fist, like he's doing right now, an electric wing god fist, and then just simply just DP him like he tried right there, or maybe even get him into a high percentage like right there in order to give him rage drive, and then just knock on a couple of heaven's doors right there. I mean, win, sir, as we're seeing right here. Marshens simply getting back to the ledge right here, just going with the Korean dash right here. Careful, because he still has that rage drive, and he's going for it. He's able to get back once again. Marshens loses that rage drive, but now he is within the range to come back towards the stage. Now we're seeing Saosin actually doing a lot more in regards to edge guarding, because he's trying to close this out as well, make this a bit more comfortable for him to be able to make the comeback. But as we're seeing right here, he's using those platforms a lot because Kazuya doesn't really like them.
Yeah, he really needs to take advantage. He's down to the last stock. Absolute comeback that Saosin is bringing it back. However, it's still very dangerous because he doesn't need more than one punch or maybe one grab in order to get the stock back towards him. Whereas Saosin really needs to bring those combo games, or at least a really good read. Maybe that slash was absolutely necessary, but falling short thanks to the double wings once again. Marshens just commandingly winning this game. But let me tell you, Saosin is not falling behind for too long. He definitely looks like for the next games, he could definitely bring a different playstyle and maybe surprise us with a couple of reverse situations.
And that's like the thing. I love these fighting game characters simply because of the fact that they can reverse anything. Also, Cloud Strife is a very nice pick against fighting game characters. Of course, Saosin knows this as well because he was using Ken. So maybe he thought that he could get away with something a bit cheeky there. But I do understand where the Cloud counterpick comes from. And if I do have to recognize something is the fact that Saosin uses his counterpicks towards his favor. But unfortunately, up until this moment, it has had a 0% success rate. Up until this moment, the changes that he's done haven't really had an impact in the gameplay that we've been seeing. So I do have to see as well how he adapts in regards to playstyle as well, because of course changing character is one thing, but using them towards his favor is another one. So they're saying right here, run it back. Let's just go ahead and do that again. So let's see what we're going to be seeing. If we're going to be seeing the same characters, or if there's going to be a change into another fighting game one, or maybe another character that we haven't even seen.
I do like the Cloud. I think it definitely worked out. At least by the last part, he will be staying Cloud, as you can see from the right hand corner. He did pick Cloud, and I do believe it's a good pick. He did very well in terms of edge guarding. Just by the end, he was fishing for those spikes, and they were absolutely necessary to get the advantage to the most. Right now, Kazuya's playstyle is going to try to catch you just like that, falling short thanks to that platform being quick access down to the middle of the stage. However, still not looking pretty for Saosin, because percentage-wise, he's falling short a little, just by a little margin. But that could change if he gets the right read. He really needs to limit cross slash, but the parry on the last one will ensure a kick all the way to. No way. That would have been fun if the spike had connected.
Dude, it looks so brutal. But that grab right there is actually what kills Cloud. Like, he cannot make it back unless he has limit. Yeah, and it's terrible because you see, like, man, it's just such an uncomfortable angle that it sends you in. It's just so bad. It's like a negative degree angle, and you're like, I mean, come on, man, how am I supposed to recover from that? It's just so terrible. But it's just another one of the impressive displays that Smash Brothers has done in regards to actually giving Kazuya the terror that he also has in Tekken. And I would like to state that every single time that Marshens has gotten off a ledge, he's defeated. So he has the heart of a fighting game player.
Yeah, right now, Saosin with the right reads to even things out as quickly as possible. Limit is just about, there you go, just about to appear. This could mean great Blade Beam charged up, and it's going to be absolutely important here to try to keep the advantage to the maximum. Despite the fact that he's nowhere close to getting that limit back, it's still a very good opportunity to get a good read. Now careful here because the drive is ready, but the juggles begin, and you know that Fusion Sword is really good at keeping you in the air no matter what. A couple limit charges to allow for different approaches, but he's still looking for that clip on the ledge that's just not coming out just yet.
Not at all. And of course, we're seeing right here, once again, trying to go for the DP. And I'm telling you, man, he's been going every single time in situations where I do find it to be very strange for him to be going for that. And obviously, I'm not one to judge, of course, but I find it that it hasn't been as efficient as one would think it would be. So it's come to a standstill at the point where, there's not much to do. Now, here we go once again with the back air, finally closing out that stock. And now for the first time within this set, we've actually seen that Saosin is in the lead.
Oh, but just not like that. Not anymore. Again, Devil Wings doing their thing, being an extremely obnoxious and hard to deal with option that is just so good. Careful here. You don't want to get spiked there. You don't want to get launched in the obtuse angle that command throw provides. It's still very, very hard for Saosin to get out of that situation. Percentages are very even. I'm surprised that didn't burn through the forward tilt. Of course, it does have a bit of super armor, especially with the wing. However, that's still looking very, very good. Very even for both of them, even sitting on even percentages for a couple seconds right now. It's a game that to whoever makes the first mistake is going to suffer, and is going to suffer a lot.
I'm seeing right here. Well, you did. You probably noticed the fact that there was a cross slash that didn't hit completely well. And I found it to be very amusing. Right here, just sitting at the ledge menacingly. Oh, almost got him right there, like he wanted to. but we're going to be seeing that Marshens is just trying to go for that up B out
Yeah.
of shield, looking like actually looking like Cloud out here, going for that up B out of shield so many times, and gets it with the final crash slash. But the only thing that they gave that gave him is rage drive. But what is he doing? Why is he using that side smash out of like and randomly in neutral? And we're seeing right here that Saosin is actually using those platforms to his complete advantage. He's using that.
What?
Oh, I'm actually using.
Oh, no.
The devil Kings caught him lacking right there, and Martian is the one to take that game. Saosin carefully and understanding that he had the correct game plan, just wasn't enough.
And I was gonna say, you know what? I respect the fact that he was stalling out the rage drive. However, it did put him in the right position for Martians to just go out with the B. Again, it wasn't getting punished that much, to be honest. You mentioned it earlier, how he was just going up B out of shield as if Kazuya were Cloud Strife. But again, there was no punishes from Saosin's part. So it was still a safe option no matter what for Martians. Ultimately is what costed him the game, despite the fact that he was so close. I'd still like to have Cloud on stream, because at least of this set, because I think it still can work, but it just needs a little couple tweaks. Sorry, not weeks, tweaks. So he can bring it back to provide maybe a couple more games in this set. Otherwise, it's just gonna be Martians taking yet another 3-0.
This could be the case, and once again, it's not against anything against Saosin, like you mentioned, not anything against him, but it's just that the dominance that Martians has been having with this Kazuya has been very notorious. It's been very, very notorious how this character, how strong it is. And now we're seeing right here, we're going in with Ryu. Now we're going into Tekken against Street Fighter. That sounds like something that has happened before. But yes, we're going to be seeing exactly this. The Wandering Warrior against the man with the Devil Gene himself, Kazuya Mishima, against Ryu from Streets. So we're going to be seeing a fighting game matchup. Shout outs to Colt, who probably would have loved to be seeing this commentary. So let's make it for him. Let's do it for him, sir. Let's do it for him.
Right now, we know that Ryu's change here is going to be very dicey, because you know that Kazuya will try to be on your face at all times. Ryu does benefit a lot from the close quarter combat, but not as much as Kazuya does with those insane punches. Once he gets you, you will be in pain. That show you can barely missing. And that's a free 20% that allows Martians to be still quite comfortable sitting on his first stock. And now that he has a race drive, could be even more dangerous towards Saosin, despite the fact that the Ryu could seem like a good answer. It's not looking pretty right now.
That could not be the case. Oh, and more so when Itatsu's out of the stage, you have to be careful. You place yourself in a very difficult situation, in which he fortunately is able to leave mostly unscripted, just adding up a bit of percentage right there. Jesus Christ, that's exactly what he's been looking for. Martians, whenever he was playing against Dolores as well, he also had that on deck. He knew that the moment that he threw a projectile, he was going to get eaten alive, and going right there, knocking on Heaven's Door. Heaven's Door, not quite enough right there. What an impressive display of movement right there. Just simply going up to him and just saying like, hey, where are you? What you doing?
I'm a little scared at this point, because Martians knows that Devil Wings will be more than enough, and yeah, he's fishing for it. He knows that as soon as he catches Ryu in the air, he will take advantage of that situation. It is the Shoryuken, which allows Saosin to take the first stock, and I don't know, maybe the rage that he's building could help him a little bit. No, it's just that those Devil Wings so dangerous. He really needs to get a nice confirm, the hardest of reads in order to bring this back, to take advantage of the rage that he's building. It will be absolutely necessary, but in order to do that, he needs to avoid every single trap that Marshens is just putting out.
Right, and I love to see exactly the offensive that both of these players can have. But in a way, I do understand that Marshens has the lead right here. This could be, try to go for Heaven's Door in the air, but not quite exactly what he needed, but just a lot of percentage as we're seeing right here. And once again with the Hadouken, just to place a little bit more of a distance right here. And of course, Saosin right here with the sauce, but no, it's actually Marshens the one who is making this look like something that that is possible, but not quite so, as the advantage right here could be enough. Oh, he has the rage drive, and he tried to go for Heaven's Door right there, but not quite. Nice. So going with the Tatsumaki Senpuchak in order to avoid it, and he actually hit him to make him go off stage, but he just downers and gets into this difficult situation in which Saosin, he's right there. Like he has this stock on deck unless Marshens does something like in order to be able to what?
Eating through the shakunets is just insane. Just punching through, right through the firewall into Ryu's face to just get rid of it. That is going to be a 3-0 on the set. Beautiful display from Marshens. Unfortunately for Saosin, he is out of Abierto Tampico, which is, again, a little unfortunate considering just how good he was displaying his skill, his knowledge as a competitor, and it's rough that he is going to be, again, leaving us from the tournament. But we do have a lot of really good contenders still fighting for that opportunity to come back from the depths of the loser side of bracket.
Could be, and of course, you love to see these type of things happen. You love to see these type of things happen exactly because